Hello, welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas, everyone. You guys are having your holidays, and I'm having a holiday of a lifetime. Yeah, I'll be gaming all day long. And let's start. I'm gonna start with where we left. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. We're gonna add some new thing. We've got snow in this game. I couldn't find any more decor related to Christmas, so I'm just gonna put my snow in there somewhere. So let's begin. Um, First, we were having an issue with the labor. You have to still manage that a bit. I did add a couple of houses and more people in there, but let me add some more and manage it to get it to an optimum level. Then we will start expanding on this side. How are you guys today? Drop in the comments. And I was thinking of putting some snow right here, since this is a small hill. I believe this is the one of the highest points, and maybe we'll be unlocking something for Christmas. I don't know. He got the winter update, but that's all I found. Snow, that's it. That's weird though. All right, that's enough. It's where's the grassland? Green grass, yeah. Cut that out. Let's make it small and make it feel natural. That we got our first villager heading towards the snow. Let's see. Oh, the camera rotation is weird. There. Welcome to the snow. All right, just give me a second. I'll be back. Sorry, I joined back. All right, so this is the worst Christmas setup I'll have in this game. That's all we can do right now. And what's up with these guys? Okay, the points are full. Let's unlock the smithy. We've got a lot of more things here. Metal decor. Yeah, let's see. Let's get these two done. All right. So first things first, let's upgrade some houses so there's more space for people to shift in here. Can't upgrade? Why can't you? Yeah. There we go. I really wanted some houses to be double stories, some to be single, but unfortunately we lack some space and I don't want to add more houses. We could actually have some right here. Yeah, we could have some right here. So first things first, move these guys in. No, there's no water. Okay, this one is slightly better. And get the labor done. I think this is going to be sufficient. We've got everything in control now. Now we move on towards this side where there's a lot of more people required. All right, let's see if there's space in those houses there. No, we'll have to build more houses here. Okay, we'll do that. We've still got 2 people. We can add those right here. And click, click, click. Yeah, there. So there's a slight problem with clicking when you have fences right next to these. So we've got 2 people here, and now they need more guys. Yeah. So let's build a bit of these houses here. Should I build them right here? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna have a couple of these. We're gonna have 2 of these here, and we'll have a small yard kind of a thing here and here. All right, we've got 2 more citizens that we can move in. We can even get one of the houses to be double story, so that's going to be fine. Move. Move, 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 move. Yeah, that's good. There we go. 4 citizens and 3 places to be having some workers. So I think this is going to do the job. Oh, not you, guy. There we go. All right, that's done. All good. All set. Yep, all set. So in the last one, we built this reading spot for our citizens, and they're actually coming in here. Look at that. Cool. I would actually want to come here and chill, look at the view. You can see the swans and the mountain cliff. Pretty cool. So let's start. There's more citizens coming in. Let's put some flowers on this point. I wanted to like decorate. Look, we've got some more stuff, metal stuff. We've got a bell. I can't find the Christmas decor though. I'm seeing people putting in those small jingle bells and stuff, but I can't find it. Oh, these are nice lamps. These are pretty cool. You can have these right here, I guess. Closer to the station. One here and one here. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Green metal bench. You can have some benches, but a waiting area for the train station. Yeah, if someone wants to wait outside, you can wait right here next to the roundabout. And now some flowers. Pots. Potted flowers. Why can't it fit in there? Okay, that is fine. Can be slightly outside. You can have a circular around the flag with pots. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna look nice. Starting from here. There you go. Alright, that's a cozy little entrance. What does this guy need? Houseware shops nearby. Yep, that's the place for him to go, but let me upgrade to a double story. This guy wanted to be alone, so let him be. Let's see if this works. Yeah, perfect. I believe this is something that is, yeah, clothing store. Whatever the reason is, he's happy there. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was the houseware shop, so I was wondering that. I don't have any houseware shops close by. So let me upgrade. I'm going all double story just to fit in these guys. Okay, you can go in there. Cliff. Alright, that works for him. So we've got a couple of new citizens now. So we've got enough labor, like 6 of them. That is good. Better than before, that we were struggling. So we've also got to unlock the second level on this. Excuse me. So that's where we can build farms. So I'm gonna try and open that up and just see what's there for us. Maybe the Christmas decor is there. Expansion, arrive in the second city. So this is going to be our second city. All right, hold on. Okay, welcome to Pontebrock. That was the place's name. I was wondering what that is. Our farming town. Let's start a journey here. Yeah, I would love to build farms. Townsfolk residence and farmers residence. So there's 2 options here. So this map is it has a huge lake right in the center. All right, there's not enough farming space for me. But that's fine. Let's start on this side for the farm. Yeah, I'm gonna choose this point. So we're gonna place a house right at the edge, or maybe, yeah, we'll place the house next to the lake and have our farm fields on this side. Let's see how big they want. And we can have a pathway, dirt pathway. We'll use dirt pathways over here. So for the start, we can have a whole block or 2. Yeah, like that. Oh, where did it go? It selected the guys. That's fine. A little bubbly. Okay. Size 3 road is fine. How about we start off from this end? Or for now, I'm gonna take it from this end. I'm gonna go right here along the lake. Where's the house? There we go. Now this is connected. Assign a family to it. So these are regular families. Let's drop one here. Let's see how this goes. You have housed your first farmer residence. This family will take care of their land and can't be employed else. Alright, so they can't be used as labor. That is understandable. They'll be farming. That's good enough. Farmers have settled in. Let's research the first crop and crop powered building. Open research menu and locate farms tab. Oh, nice. That's the second unlock button I was wondering about. So this research menu uses farm points to unlock new items and tiers. Farm points are generated by providing your residents with crop powered commerce. Nice. So we will be having wheat, or oh, there's no option. It's just grapes and winery. They start off with wine. Nice. They don't want food first, they want to get drunk first. Okay, let's plant our first crop. Click on the farm menu. Now click on the farm tab and open the farm tab. What? Click on the farm and open the farm tab. Okay, edit farm, I guess. Yeah, that should be the thing. There's no other option here. Yep. This allows you to access your crop brushes and an overview of the farm. That is nice. I would love that you can paint your field. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's how it should be in games, not these random circles or blocks. Yeah. So farmland, one house can have like 3.4 meters square, 3,400 meters. That is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, that is good. So we have a grape field. We can even make it in blocks. Since it's a grape field, it should be in blocks. And how do I rotate it to perfect angle? Yeah, I guess this is fine. We'll have these right at the back of the house, on the side and the back. Yeah, that's going to be good. Let's have it at a distance. Yeah, that's fine. So here's our grape field. Farmers are unhappy. Crops are planted, but they still need to be processed for commerce. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that, but let me first put in our fields. So this should be sufficient if we take it there, but I'm gonna keep the lines here. Let's take it towards the roadside. There we go. That's almost the amount that we can have in there. Yeah, that's fine. We can have probably... Why is that going red? Okay, that's the amount of more crops we can have. So let's just skip that. And let's go to our path. Minimum 1.5 meters should be good. And let's make some roads here between the fields. That's pretty cool. I think I'm chopping off some plants. Well, that's fine. There we go. Forgot to connect this point. All right, let's see. Can we press edit? Where's the farm edit button? Yeah, there's the paint. So we've got one more block that we can plant. We can have it right here. No, that's not cool. Yeah, this part should be good. Yeah, there we go. So we've got this done. So yep, we need to build commerce buildings so you can process it. Okay, I got it. Let's make sure your farmer residents are happy and productive. Happy farmers produce more crops. Farmers won't have their crops available for commerce if the happiness is below 60. Okay. So where is the winery? There it is. Winery should be right in front of the station, so they can like process it and sell it right there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna quickly update the title of my stream. Ooh, there's lag. Oh no. Did my game crash? No, game is working fine. I couldn't alt tab properly, so let me try again. Yeah, there's an issue with alt tabbing. Alright, that's fine. Let's ignore that. So we can have a couple of townsfolk residents. That should be the workers there. Let's place 2 here just to get those 2 residents in here. And why are they not happy? They need food and clothing. Do I have to build everything here? I'm guessing. This one needs a labor, which we can put in here. Nice. These guys are also unhappy. The resident is not connected to any shops. Okay. First work, then I'll give you food. Okay, requirements. The building is not receiving any crops. Okay. Let's build some shops, I guess. Poultry and vegetables. Poultry and vegetables. Let's have these built right here. Not a good spot, but let's have them here. And vegetable stall. Alright, this should be sufficient. We've got some residents. We can fill these slots up if the game allows us to click it. There. Alright, this should be sufficient. You need a warehouse. Forgot. Happiness is under 60. Families do not want to move in. Increase happiness to attract more citizens, obviously. We need to small warehouse. Warehouse should be next to the winery as well. We've got one more citizen to get this all started, so we're right on track, I guess. We just randomly jumped in. What is this? Economy menu, winery, pet inventory, and taxes. Alright, this is built up. Let's put in a labor guy in there. Now this should be enough for supplying the shops and the winery. So stop being unhappy. How about we decorate meanwhile? Let's get something next to the farm. We'll have double lamps. We can have floating lamps. That is pretty cool. We'll have double lamps over here. Maybe we can have them. Where should we put these lamps? Right on the edge? Well, let's put them here for now. And two right here. We'll have single lamps. These ones, the hanging ones over here, hanging over the road. Yeah, there we go. So what else should we have here? Let's have some potted sunflowers. There and there. And these flowers can this won't look nice. Let's add these flowers next to the shops. On this side and that side. Yeah, let's keep it like this. What do these guys want? Why isn't this filling up? I think the labor hasn't reached this point. We need more labor here and we don't have workers, so let's see if take some time to upgrade these, as in getting more citizens. Can we double story this house? Yeah, we can. All right, I was trying to get the other one done, but it did not work. So let's see. I think I'm gonna take out the laborer from here right now and put it in this to get the supplies running. Now they're happy. Now we can move in the citizens. Smart move. Right man, right here. Alright, let's have another house. Let's have one house somewhere next to this farm. Maybe the labor class. Yeah, I guess This is fine, or maybe we can have an annex kind of a thing over here. Let's have it right here. And a path leading to it from the fields. Or maybe we can have it from that side. You need a granary connected to the farmhouse so the family can store their crops. That is pretty cool. You'll have to have a setup. I like that. Let's have a road going from this side to the annex. So we can move in more citizens. We have some citizens. Let's put one guy here and let's move this guy in this house. Yeah, that is good. What is this requirement? Clothing. And this guy isn't even connected to the market. No. Please be connected. So this thing needs crops. We need a granary. Where is the granary? Granary. There it is. Granary should be at the back here. We'll have a couple of more houses, farmhouses here, so this is going to be fine. This can be connected with the crops. See, let's have a small little patch right there. Since it's the granary, we'll have a patch. Build and activate your first farm. We did build and activate our first farm. Nice. We'll have some kind of a pad here for like keeping the crops. We can have it right here next to the granary on this side. In blocks, yep. That space is for like crops which can be placed outside for drying or stacking. Just a visual thing. It won't be actually used. Since I'm a farmer, so I know these are the requirements that one should have. There we go. The path next to it. There we go. Yeah, so we need a guy in the granary too. There we go. Another one? Okay. So this one needs the food thingy, so we should move this market a bit. I'm gonna move it slightly to our left. I actually wanted to put these here so there's some space at the back, so pick it up already. Yeah, there we go. Over here. Yeah, you can come here. Flowers. Pick it up. Pick it up. The bug is bothering us. Yeah, finally. We'll have these flowers. Let's have them in there for now. There we go. So that is done, but it's not helping us get their demand. It's just reaching this point. How lame. We'll have to have the market next to these houses, much more closer to these. Okay. You guys have convinced me. Right outside the farm. So they're happy. Click. There we go. We're gonna have these This is so annoying. Okay, there we go. Finally. We have these. We'll place these then next to these houses. They can enjoy them. Have it on your balcony, bro. And this one. There. Got it. There we go. These guys can have these. They're so unhappy. Why are they unhappy? Let me remove that. Okay, I think now the issue is with labor on this. We'll have to move that closer. Oh god, it's taking ages just to get things running here. I hope this works. Need more labor. Let's upgrade a house and get more labor in. There we go. No available homes. I'm gonna upgrade this one too. Let's just get in some people. We need workers. Workers come in. I'm gonna add some here. Now this one is full. We've got 2 more guys, which is gonna be filling up these slots, and we still need 1 more guy. Or do we not? No, there is 1 guy there, so that is fine. Perfect. So now everything is up and running. Open the economy tab. This is where you can view information regarding your crops and crop powered buildings. This information is relevant to the current map. Okay, so this one is enabled. This building receiving crops, click to disable it required. Okay, we have available 64 crops, so everything is working fine now. Where's the grapes? I don't see grapes. Ah, there they are. Purple grapes. Those blocks, those yummy blocks. All right, we got them. What does this thing tell us? So it doesn't give us much detail of how much crops it's holding, so I think that's the only spot where we can see that. What about this place? Earnings, $80. All right, yep, I think that's it. So there we go. Generate farm points 2 by 50. What does that mean? How do we generate farm points? So the clothing requirement is 0, but they're satisfied with the winery, the shop stalls and all. So that is good. They're happy now. We've got a 72% happiness right here. And we've got more citizens moving in. So let's build a couple of more houses. We could have had these houses somewhere up here. But let's first start. Build and activate how I got the achievement unlocked. We've got 1 more point. I think we'll have to build at least 2 of these farmhouses so that these collect a bit faster than what's happening right now. And we will have a house next to the distillery. These guys can be working here. Let's make it double story as well. Up. Go in there. Yep, that's working fine. Let's have some flowers here. No, not an invalid location. Yeah, there we go. We can fit in somewhere there. What about this edge? No, we can't fit in anymore. Alright, that's fine. We'll have a small railing. Where's the railing? There it is. Do we have this one? Is this the large one or is it the small one? Why isn't it telling me? Alright. Yeah, it's a large one. We'll have this one. There we go. Some more flowers if they can fit in. Yep. And nope. That is it. Okay. We've got some flowers here. Let's have the fence, the front too. Oh no. Add more. Yeah, that is fine. We can add more. Yeah, there we go. That's a small flower bed. And there we go. Yeah, that's looking nice. Let's have a tree or two. Here's all barren. Small trees. Yeah, small trees would be good enough. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're building a farm in town to the city. This is our first farm setup with a granary and some place they can place stuff. Oh, we'll put some pillars in here, those stumpy ones. What are they called? Bollards. I don't even know what that means. But we'll have them right here. Let's bollard this shit. All right, here we go. On each side. Yeah, there we go. That's looking fine. And maybe one here and one there. Yeah. So, yep. That's our little farm. We're getting grapes out of it. Those yummy, juicy blocks. And, yep, it's not that pretty right now, but we'll make it pretty soon. All right, one more guy. You can move in. So, lamps are looking good. Let's paint some. And snow, autumn leaves. Autumn leaves, yeah, I like those. Let's place those right here around it. We have those in our city as well. And we'll have these right here as well. Let's get this whole pathway like that. Yeah, up till here. Perfect. Oh, nice. Not bad. So we've got 22 points generated. Let's build another farm. And let's get this speed up. Will we have it right here? Or we have it right here? We can have it right here. Next to the granary. Yep, let's place it there. Let's build a small road connection over here. Oh, that's a wide one. What is this? Upgrade roads. No, we don't want to upgrade roads. That's a squarish one. Yeah, that's better. So we can edit the farm and then put in people. I think we can actually, no, it's one family per farm. So I was like about to say maybe we can add in more people, and that will increase the size of the fields we can have, but that's not the case. So let's build up more fields right here. Those are reaching 2,000 points, and we have them. Yep, let's put them right in here. And I guess this should be sufficient. 3,100, that's fine. And a bit of these right here. There we go. Good enough. Roads in there. It's connected. And we can have a road right here. Not the square one, circular ones. Yeah, the connection goes from there. Good enough. Let's see if there's crops that can be added to these blank spots. Alright, that is good enough. There we go. We have 2 farms now. We need a family in there. Grab these guys and put them there. We need more labor here. No, we don't need more labor there. What is their requirement? Granary can't transport to this building. We need labor in the granary. There we go. Perfect. Now we've got a decent farming setup here. For the winery, we'll be making, distilling or fermenting wine. 30 farm points per day. Okay, that's how the farm points are being gathered. What can we do for the winery? Let's see what decor we can do for the wine. Sidewalk sign, banner. The winery should have a flag. Can we place it on the roof? No. Oh, you can place it right here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can place it right here. Our winery's own label right there. Winery does need water. Let's place a well next to the winery there. Cellar door, obviously. That is a must requirement. There's the cellar door. And let's have a small railing. Stone one, I guess. No, let's build the brick one. Actually, this one has its own railing as wooden, so let's go with the wooden one. I think this should be good enough. There we go. It has its own small little yard. Flowery bush, yep, bushes would do. There we go. One more here. Let's have some flowers there. There. Beautiful. Let's have a pot for these guys. Nice. We've got 79 happiness. That is pretty decent. And we're about to reach our goal. And let's have a little look at our farm here. Yeah, nice. Screenshot. Where's the duckies at? Did we put ducks? Yeah, we'll place ducks in there. The moving ones. Let's have the white ones here. There we go. It was at random, so there's 2 still ones and 2 moving ones. That's fine. Alright, 44 points, just a bit more, and let's see what happens. And let's see if this and the other town have some inter-trade kind of a thing. Or is it just for generating money? We'll have, I'm pretty sure we'll have some buildings. The research points are based on farm points, and that's how we can unlock more crops. That is decent. Good idea. As we gain experience, we move on to the different crops. And how many tiers does the farming thingy have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is pretty cool. There's a lot of depth in this little game. It's always like a surprise to me what's in this, because like the city has a lot of tiers, so there's a lot of those things there. And since we've unlocked farming, so I think no, it's just showing the things we've unlocked already there. Okay, so this one also has a couple of them, and that's about it for this game, I guess. The third one in the world map is in early access, so we will be having a lot more. This is actually surprising. This is pretty cool. Nice, love it. I think this game is gonna beat all the city builders out there. Customization, the beautiful things in this, like small decor and everything that you can do, all the customization is pretty cool. And we don't have houses to move in more, guys, so let's keep it at here. And the second stage, we'll build some more houses and expand farming on this side. Since we have a grain wheel right there, we'll use all this place as the farm spot. We can have probably a farmhouse here and have corn or wheat growing on this side. "33 people on the farm." We did reach the objective. I think it did not give us an automatic objective. So what do we do? Farm, yeah, 51, we reached it. How about we go with wheat? I would love to go with corn, but let's go with No, we'll actually go with corn since no wheat. I think it can unlock this thing. Hay decorations. What are these? Bakery. I think decor can be done later. Let's go with corn and then with wheat. We'll need some points for wheat. So I guess we should start building already. A farm residence for wheat right here next to the granary. And then we can have the field over here in one big stretch. Let's paint that out first. We'll have a block, I guess. Let me place a block of it. Edit farm. We're gonna go grow crops. Circular field. Could be a circular field. That would be interesting. Oh no. No. Edit farm. Remove that. Wrongly placed, sorry. So this is a bigger circle. I think this would be the manageable size. Let's have a field. Oh, there's still a few left there. Let's have a field here for corn. And one smaller circle. And this should be good enough. Could actually add a bit on this field. Oh no. Let's remove it and then place it. No, it's not able to. 8.5. Yeah, it cuts off some of the end. Alright, we'll keep it a bit less then, I guess. There we go. So there's our cornfield. We can have a circular path around it. We'll fill in the gaps later on. There we go. Yeah, that fills it up nicely. Okay, there it is. So that's, oh, perfect 3,400 meters square. I'm getting a pro. I'm going to be a pro. Okay, let's move these guys in right there. I crop it. Have a fully utilized farm with one crop. I got two now. Okay, we need more of these houses. So let's have one right here. So this can have up to 3 farms, I guess. Not more than that. Light sources. I'll put light sources for you. We'll have some new lamps, I think. We have the metal ones. Oh, that's a bell. Let's have a bell. Let's give these guys bells. Ding dongs. Okay, where's the lighting? There's the lamp, lantern. Yeah, right next to it. And this guy can have one up here. Single flowers. That's cute. Windows can have single flowers. You can have it one here. Perfect. They're happy. This guy is rejected. Let's give him a sunflower thingy right here. There you go. And I guess we'll give him a lamp as well. On the upper story above the window. There we go. So we've got corn fields and grape fields, and we'll have a square rectangle kind of a wheat farm here. So we've got wheat unlocked and we've got bakery unlocked. Next, we're gonna unlock the bakery. I think this animal shelter is where you can adopt various pets and assign them to families. That is pretty cool. We're gonna have some pets, and I think this is the thing that can be transported to the other town, because I'm pretty sure those guys will have the pets as well, not just this place. I'm hoping so. Let's increase the granary labor. Yeah, current demand is 10,200. Not covered demand, not current. So this is 9,800, and 2 more workers, I believe so. It will be sufficient enough for a fourth farm for wheat. And I'm thinking, yeah, you can't increase the capacity. That's quite low. That's too many houses and less fields. But that's cool. It's in early access. Maybe they'll do it later on. Let's place this one right here and paint the field around it for wheat. Edit farm, square, wheat. Oh, so it's smaller size can fit in. This is fine. Going to be right till the edge of that house and the edge of the road. And there's still some space, so we can add in up to here. Yeah, that's how it's manageable right there. Perfect. 3,400. I'm actually getting be a pro at this. Let's have a small wooden ring, or maybe a stone one. Let's have a stone one. Small stone one. Starting from there. And let's have it on this side as well. We'll have some flowers over there. There. Pretty cool. Pretty little place. Alright, now so we have wheat and corn. Let's unlock the bakery next. So this guy needs granary needs more people in there. We got one guy and we still need one more guy. So double story time. And let's get this guy there. There we go. Now we have enough citizens to add into this. Does it meet? Yep, it meets it perfectly. 4 farmhouses, 1 granary. That is a set. So that is pretty cool. We're done with that. It's all filled up. Now time for the bakery. 200 points. That's a lot. So if I go switch into the other town, I believe so, this will function automatically. And the points will keep gathering. Let's see if that's the case. So yeah, we're going to switch into this. Well, how many points did we have? We have 40. Let's see if that increases with time if we're in the other town. It should actually, but let's see. All right, so what were we doing here? First off, these issues. It's almost at full capacity now. Let's do something here. Let's add some texture here. Let's make this stone. You could actually just make this this small area stone. Yeah, I think that's going to be more logical. Oh no, don't go in there. Yeah, that's fine. This brush size is working good. There we go. That looks decent. Some texture. And where else can we do this? I think for now that is good. All right, let's see if that's increasing. It's stuck at 40 right now. Yeah, get in there. All right, now for full at citizens, let's quickly get this fully loaded with labor. Butcher doesn't need 2 people. Okay, let's get 1 out at least, because I've noticed at times I remove these and after a while they want them back. I don't know what's the issue with that, but I think since we have the population stable right now, we can kind of remove it. Why is this guy unhappy? Home decorations are less, work decorations are less. Okay, what do you do? You're a transporter, so your work decoration is the whole city. Let's give him some decor at the house. Let's see what can we give? Lanterns. Lanterns would be nice. 1 here and 1 right at the top of his thingy. Small wooden bench, he can sit and enjoy the scenery. I think it's the other way around, but not right under the lamp. Okay, let's have it right in front of the window, so from the inside of the house his family can watch his bald head. all right, what else do we have? Sidewalk signs. Yep, I need this right next to the bistro. Menu on this side. Small statue. You can have a small statue in the park. Yeah, we'll have it here. Alright, that's done. What else? Stone basin. Let's have a small thingy over here. A stone basin, and what can we... Actually, no. Let's have a small fountain. And what else can we have next to it? Let's have a stone wall. Stone wall from here. I like to have small chunks of it so there's a curve rather than a straight line. can end here.
Yeah.
We could have had this iron metal fence as well, but let's place it somewhere else. Where can we have the metal fence? From here till there? Yeah, that's kind of... We'll have to move the pot to the side first. Let's move it. Oh, it's a set. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. Equidistant on this side. And let's get this straightened up. Yep, there we go. Like more like this, yeah. And let's have this first. Let's get this to this edge. There. And let's have a metal fence on that side. Actually, we'll keep the continuity and have this fence on that side as well. Just a sec. I'll be back. Alright, we were building this up to this edge. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is done as well. We should actually get this also part done. Doing it in pieces. Alright, there we go. There. That's done. Oh, there's more on this side. Now, perfect. We can connect it right here. Alright, this is all done. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, I think now we've given it enough time to actually see the farm points gathering. It's at 40. Let's load up and see if it's changing or not. If it's not, we're gonna stick there till we get some of that bakery stuff going on. Here we are. Let's open this up. Oh, not this. Yeah, it was that. And go to farms. 41. Yeah, it did not move. So we have to be in the town to get this working. I think this should be this is for the devs, that this should actually just keep on going so that we can spend some time in all the places, but these passive incomes keep on generating. Let's have a stone wall covering that side as well. There. And let's have a little entrance type of a thing like this. Yeah, that's cool. There we go. Entrance to the farm. We can have a connection of the road to that point. Let's leave it right now. Let's see how many points did we get. 50. We need 200 for the bakery. That is a lot. Okay, that's fine. Let's place some trees meanwhile. Get some foliage in. Small tree. That's nice. Yeah. So this is our farm now. Pretty cool. I like it. Let's have a little screenshot here. We need more houses for people. We do need more people, so let's get one more house in here and make it, maybe let's get 2 houses in there. There. And let's move these guys in. We go there next to the food place. Complete. Okay, there. That's completed. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And we got 4 citizens to work with. I think we will just need 2 here, and 2 spare guys will be used later wherever we need them. So good enough. Good enough. How are you today? I just started and I'm tired already. Okay. So what do you think of our little farm setup here? We've got grapes, a lot of grapes going on since they're earning money. 1 field of wheat and 1 for corn. It's actually split into 2, but it's 1 house doing that, 2 houses doing grapes. But look at those lanterns. They're looking good. We need some lamps on those too. Lanterns. Let's place one here, and the other guy can have one up there. And let's give them some decor. Flower beds. Yeah, let's have it here on this side. We can have flowers on that side, and this guy can have pots on the ends right there, like the house on the left. Perfect. I love these small little lamps on the ground. They're looking nice. We've got one more family moving in. We have two houses, single story. We can do that double later on. And let's wait slowly for the points there. We can have these. Let's unlock these. And let's see the decor that adds up. Hey, bale. Scarecrow. Can we have a scarecrow in these? Yeah, we can have a scarecrow in these. Nice. We'll have a scarecrow. 1 and 2. 2 scarecrows in there. Hay roof. Okay. That's something we can put next to the granary. Not on that side. Let's have it right here on this side. There. And let's have a cart. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's let's have a cart parked in the middle right here, maybe. And bales on that gathering spot. No, we'll have this here, and we'll have some bales right here. It's like we're stacking stuff in here. Oh, that's a different kind of a bale. I suddenly switched. Let's have one here. No, I don't want that one. That one can be placed somewhere else next to this. There we go. Our drying spot is utilized. Hello, welcome to the stream. So we have our cozy little farm right here. Okay, let's have another screenshot with this new loading area. Nice. I'm gonna put some flowers. Yeah, let's scatter them. Nice. Let's have some lanterns floating in there. What's the difference between these two kinds of lanterns? Excuse me. Let's have them somewhere here in front of the marketplace. Yeah, there we go. This is perfect. How many points now? We've actually spent some. That is going slow. That is pretty slow. These guys should speed up. 54 points per minute? Per day. Alright, what else can we do here? We've got these two options. We've got a lot of markets. We've got a butcher that is here. Then we have the decor. What is this? Specials. Warehouses, mayor's home. No, we can have another mayor's home here. Yeah, we can have our farmhouse. Okay, research center, granary, monuments. We can have a fountain. Farming place has a huge fountain there. Okay, we'll do that later. We'll do those things later. So that's something we can speed this up. Let's speed it up and gather the points. We want to unlock the bakery. We've got 2 citizens who can work at the bakery, so I believe it's going to be sufficient. Our farming town, since we've got this whole setup, now we'll wing out on that side. Where's the boundary? There's the boundary. We'll have some farms up here, or maybe right here, down here. And this space can be utilized later on. You can upgrade your mayor's home. Is that a thing too? I did not realize that's a thing. While that's happening, we can like decor this entrance. Have a fountain in the middle on the dirt road, yeah. And let's have some fences right here. You can have the large one. Keep continuity. Hello, welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas. How are you today? So we're just building up our farm zone. I think this railing has become a bit short. Let's increase it. Looks a bit odd on that side and this side, so since it's a turn, so that's fine. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Let's give these guys a lamp as well. Lanterns are the thing here. All right, there we go. And another one above the window or above the... Let's have it above the door. There we go. So we're on sped up right now so that we can unlock our bakery, which is 200 points. We're almost at 100. So we unlocked our decor, made this granary have a loading bay where they're drying stacks of hay. And that's it. That's our new place. This one doesn't need to be upgraded yet. This is fine. We can have another family move in. I think it's about time we'll have a family move in. 4 citizens. And let's have a look at this fruit and vegetable stall. It's still producing more, so we can also have another one moving in without us having any issues. So let's do that too. Let's have all of these here. All right, now we've got enough labor force. Let's have the bakery set up, and then we can go back to the original town. And let's see the options there. We actually want to have the animal shelter so we can have pets. That's something new. That's, I think, the one of the recent updates as well. So it's going to be fun. So let's wait a bit more. What else can we do? What can we decorate next? The marketplace. The marketplace. The place ain't that much of a big place, but yeah, we can do that. Soft dirt, gray grass, dry, bright grass. Okay, we can have some stone under them. And gravel area for them. We can have a fence. And we can have benches, stone benches. What are these? Green metal benches. Let's have green metal benches. Oh, I like these. These are nice. Yeah, these are nice. That's a lot of population moving around here. Did we have the benches on this side? It should have a lake view. But let's have them as a spot for them to eat. Or we can have a little bit of sand here. No, that's gonna look lame. Let's just have 2 benches here for people to eat. Look, they did require that bench. He just jumped on it as soon as I placed it there. Alright, hello guy. Someone's happy with the benches. This is good enough. What do these guys need? Flowers. Okay, we don't have space, so you guys can wait there. Did we put lamps here? How would they look? I'll have the double lamps. Yeah, these ones. No, we can have these towering lamps. No, we'll have double ones here. One here and the other one there. Yeah, this is nice. Let's have some flowers in there for this guy. Sunflowers. Yeah, let's have some sunflowers here. This guy has a field of sunflowers right there. Yeah, that's cool. That's looking good, eh? As well. It's not like a random thing. Okay, let's have some lamps on our farmhouses as well. What is this side thingy? Yeah, that's good. This one can have a lamp right here. Cool, right? This one can have one on the side. Yeah, that's nice. Now it's all lit up. Pretty looking. It keeps telling me you can upgrade your mayor's house. I'm gonna go there and quickly do that. Garden decorations. We're almost 170. Alright, let's just wait for a bit and get our bakery done. And then we'll go upgrade the mayor's house. Meanwhile, I'll stretch. Look at that sun moving in the reflections. Pretty cool. And the reflections also move simultaneously. Mm-hmm. This is nice. Screenshot. There we go. So I believe we're almost there. One more point. There we go. We unlocked the bakery. Let's build the bakery. Very small workforce and above average production. Requires corn and wheat. Nice. Oh, it's a windmill. I love it. Where should we have this? Since our distillery is right there, we should also have this somewhere here in front of the station. So, but it would look so wonderful if it's placed here with the farms. Yeah, it will look better with the farms. I'm gonna have it here. Yeah, this will look good. I'm gonna have it here. Let's make a path connecting to it. We'll have to remove some of the fence. It'll remove the whole fence? That's not fair. I'm gonna try and select the fence. Yeah. Let's remove these small parts. Yeah, this is better. We can actually just remove this part as well. There we go. Now we can have the road. That's a big road. There we go. That's connected there. Let's move this tree a bit to our left. Oops, to our right. Right there. Let's place it there, and we have our fence thingy on this side. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let's have full wall up till this point. More. Perfect. There, and we can extend that now. I forgot we can do this. The amount of FPS concentration is getting involved in this placing the wall. There we go. Looks pretty good. You can have the wall stretched all the way out here, and let's complete the circle or the boundary. Oops, how did that shift back? All right, there we go. There we go. That's a cool boundary. It's a boundary for the wheat farms field. Now we have our windmill. Let's place our labor in there. We need 2 guys there. And this one will also start generating points. And we'll soon have our animal shelter. That's pretty cool. Warehouse needs a guy. 2 guys actually. We have 2 labor left. So we're efficiently handling this all well. Hello, welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. Let's have a look at the bakery. So now we deserve a screenshot from here, since we have a bakery standing there with a huge windmill. How about this? This looks good. Nice little screenshot. All right, let's move on. Upgrade our. We already have 100 points. That's pretty cool. Now it's moving fast. Let's move on to our other town. I'm jumping, hopping around. Let's see. Now we'll have a better picture if the points are gathering or not, because last time the points were kind of stagnant. We had to spend some time here. Let's see if it works simultaneously, like in the background with the passive income. I don't think it does, but listen, let me give it another try. All right, you can research new items. We're done with all of these researches. We have to finish the small town one. Okay, we'll do that. Clockmaker. That's it. That's the only amount of points I had. Clock gate requires 80% and more happiness. This will be probably a monument. So it's oh, there's more people required here. We're short on labor in this town. Yeah, we're short of labor in this town. If we fill these up, these are up to the max now. Okay, when we fill these up, we only have like 5 people left. Clockmaker will, I think, handle it. This snow is looking bad. I just realized that. Let's have some autumn leaves in there too. That's too bright. I believe this is looking slightly better. Yeah, this looks slightly better. All right, slightly better. So this is our Christmas spot. Since we don't have Christmas decorations, I don't know why. Probably there's a way to do it, but I missed it. So we've got clock decorations. That's also unlocked. Now we've got 2 more things left. Wooden furniture decorations. That is nice. We can have picnic spots. So what can we do in this town right now? So this is an extra labor guy. Let's remove him. All right. How do we upgrade our mayor's home? Upgrade mayor's home. There it is. Nice. Okay, attached decorations will be lost and the exterior will be changed. Let's upgrade this. That's pretty cool. Yay! It's just slightly bigger. I was expecting a bit more, but yeah, that's fine. Let's see if we can upgrade it again. No. We need 8 more quests to upgrade. So we can change the exterior of this building. I think this is the one selected right now. That was the original one. We have 2 more upgrades which we can do. Free walk mode. Oh, walk around your town as the mayor. In walk mode, you can freely explore the city. Control, shift to run, control to walk, alt triggers cursor. Okay, alt triggers cursor. Nice. Alt. Super jump. Collisions enabled. Super jump. Oh, there's an option to super jump. Yeah, there it is. Woohoo! We can fly. Let's run and jump into the town. Oh, that's fun. Whee! Whee! We can float on the water. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me remove the super jump. And we have collisions. Nice. Hello there. How are you today? Are you enjoying the view? What is the view here? Back side of the glasses hut and the town hall. All right, that's not cool. It actually looked cool from the top down, but that's not cool. Let's go and walk our way towards the bistro. Let's see how that is. Oh, there's a park too. I would love to visit the park. There's the park. Now this is looking pretty good. This railing, you can jump over it. Yeah, we can. Hello, duckies. Awesome. You can actually walk in through the spot. This is a good picnic spot. Like we have the park here. Some mist, some small flowers. Whee! That's pretty cool. Hello there. How are you? Alright. That's okay. That's fine. House is there. Our theater thingy here, which I don't know what it does. It looks like a gazebo to me. But that's our park, and we'll be heading towards our restaurant, the bistro. Bistro Noir. So, what's on the menu? Oh, okay. Whatever that is. Let's see if we can walk up there. Walk up there. And we're stuck right here. Can we jump in? No. Okay. Still pretty cool. You can walk up the stairs at least. And oh my god, that is cool. Escape. Alright, let's go have a look at our... This area looks decent. Our fountain. Oh, that girl is waving at me. Hello, little girl. You see the mirror and you wave. That is nice. Salute to our town. And look at that fountain with these lamps, and there's the ducks which were stuck here. There's some ducks that are stuck here. There they are. You are forever slaves of this pond. And we've got, I did not notice there's statues in there. That's pretty decent. And, oh yeah, I forgot we have a barber right here. Can we go in? No, we can't go in. Can we see? No one's having a haircut. So we've got this book get together place. Let's grab a book. Let's move in. Now this is nice. This is more picturesque than whole of the town, or maybe more private. Perfect for a book reader. All right, let's move out. Let's get back into the town. Wait, escape. Did not escape. Am I stuck in here? Oh, there's the back button. All right, we're out. That's pretty cool. I love it. Is there more quests? No, no more quests right now. This is a hustling, bustling city. That first person. Oh, we could go in our maze in first person. We'll do that later. I want to like actually get the maze looking more better. Let's move this well out. We don't need the well there. We've unlocked fountains, so we can have our fountain right there. That is huge. Okay, not the big one. Let's have the small one. That's more like it. More like a maze now. We have a seating there next to the fountain. And I think it's decent. It's not that bad. It's ugly looking, but that's fine. Look at the mess I made here. It's okay. We can have lanterns. Where's the lanterns? Are they ground ones or are they... Where's the lanterns? There they are. These are the ground ones, and these are also the ground ones. All right, let's see the difference. This one is like this, and the other one is a simple lamp. Let's move these lamps. Let's destroy them. No, 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 not the tall hedge. Not the tall hedge. All right. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna try and move it. Yeah, there we go. Let's move you two. I'm trying to figure out if I kind of have this in the middle of the screen. Does it work with one click? It's better than multiple clicking. All right, let's have 2 lamps over here with the benches. That is fine. Yeah, these are fine, but let's remove these. There we go. And put the regular lamps down there. There. Here. And where? Yeah, let's have these lamps scattered around. This will look nice. Let's have one at the edge of this. I don't know, maybe here. Yeah, this is nice. Now we've got lamps there. At the entrance too. Let's have the big ones at the entrance. There we go. Cool. Autumn leaves. Paint autumn leaves. Autumn leaves on this side. Yeah. That was a huge swing. Swing. That was a swing. Alright, looks natural. That is nice. Hello, welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a good day. Enjoying your holidays. Let me know what you guys are up to. Okay. We've got 370 people in our town. And that up arrow shows I don't know what, but it's something good. Alright. So we've got some stuff going on. We should have some autumn leaves over here too. At least next to the flower beds. Nice. I love this texture. So we should also change this to dark soil, I guess. Awesome. Nice. We've got some textures. Let's have some rocks here. Stone. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, what else is happening? What else is happening? We were supposed to be growing this town, so let's first unlock the research items. We are still lagging behind, so we need a clockmaker. I think we do have a carpenter. Let's see. Can we like check it from here? No, we can't. Okay, we'll have to see it from the production buildings. Mayor's Home Research Town Granary. No, we don't need a granary here. We can actually have farms in this as well. We can have a whole chain of farms over here as well. That is pretty cool. But yeah, we can. Where's the... We've got shoemakers, two shoemakers, two of these. Okay, we've got all of these. We've got ball throw is 0. We don't have a ball throw. Where's our thingy? We can have a ball throw right here. But that's okay. We can actually have it. That's also a section of that compound over here, like a play place and food court, and then you go out and read books over there, relax. All right, you guys need one of these. There we go. So that's also done. What else do we have? Smithy? No. Clockmaker? No. Laundry? Yes. So we need a smithy and a clockmaker. This is laundry and a carpenter. Yeah, the smithy can come here. Let's see if we can fit the clock guide in the spot. Yeah, we can actually. What, facing that side? No, I don't want it there. We can move that a little bit on that side, and we can, if we can fit it right here, that will work perfectly fine. We can move this thing back. Yeah, that's the max it can go. You can remove that stone, but I want it there. Stone shall not be removed. Let's see if we can place it there, and then we can stop snapping. Yeah, there we go. Right at the edge of this there. And then can we fit the clock tower? Yep, we can. Perfect. This is our spot where there's, I don't know why the laundry is the biggest thing there, but actually this is our spot where we'll be having our guys making all that stuff. And this is all a path, stone path. So we're gonna fill this up again. Why is it on paint? Yeah, it should be on paint. Draw over existing paths. Okay, it's already automatically done. Perfect. Oh, so let's paint it stone. I think that texture will be moved. Yeah, perfect. That is nice now. Moving the grass from the surrounding. Yeah, that works fine. Bit of dark grass patch here. All right, perfect. We've got this compound. We'll do a railing around it now. It requires a lot of people. For the demand, we only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. This one, we can fill this guy up. Demand is even more. We need another one. We'll do that later. Let's first let them. Oh, these are the artisans, so we have a lot of people. Where are these guys? Oh, these are the normal ones for the smithy. It's for them where the artisans are working. Now we need the warehouse staff, and we don't have enough, so let's cut this out too, and let's fit 2 people here. There we go. At least this is fully completed. Let's we'll have another clock tower, clock maker somewhere, and we need regular housing for now. Let's build some houses here. Snap. You can actually have a couple of houses at the back like this. Yeah. Let's reduce it down to 2.5. Actually, 2 is fine. There. These guys have space and everything. And let's excuse moi. Let's move in these guys there. At least we got some people there. So these guys can fill this smithy. Yep, that's it. We still need another smithy and another clock tower. That's 4 days to come later. Okay, let's fence this up with a metal fence. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Or we can just leave the back. Yeah, we can leave the back. Oh no. That's fine. A little bit of bad detailing is okay. How about we get this over here? You could have had this right there. Yeah, that's better. Let's remove the other one. Yeah, let's remove this. Yeah, let's remove that. Okay, that done. Let's have our fence over here. The back fence stay. Metal fence. There we go. That's all inside. So what do we need next? We need a clock tower, another one, and we need more. No, we don't need artisanal housing yet, and we need a smithy. There's more demand to it than the supply that we're giving, so that's the case. We need to upgrade this housing to double story so we can have a little bit of labor on backup. Where's the other family? Okay, the train is arriving. Hopefully we'll have new guests who want to move into our lovely little town. Yep. Single floor house. Well, you're demanding. Just get in there. We have too much happiness, so it doesn't matter. Let's put in the labor here. Building store demand met. All right. So, wow. What else do we have? How many people do we have in this research thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot. We can always take them out on emergencies. Wooden furniture will be later. Clock gate will be first. We'll have a clock gate, and we need smithy and a clock tower. I'm thinking where I should build that. This spot looks fine. There's a lot of space here, so we eventually do have to move there. Okay. Where else? Where else? We can have the houses, some of the houses here. Yeah, I was thinking of that earlier, so we should right now. There we go. We have 3 houses there. That's more people coming in. Clock tower can be placed here, and the smithy as well, since this is a production area and we have a huge warehouse. We'll have it here, and we think through this. I think that's a usable path. Is it? Or is it not? No, it's not. Let's remove that. We'll have a path from here, right next to it. I did not actually see that. So we have a path. We do not override it. It's a regular path. Clock tower and smithy can just be right there. Give them some space. Where is the smithy? Can it be opposite to it? Yep, perfectly fine. Too expensive? Is there anything expensive in this game? That's the first. Let's paint stone, square, big, and let's tilt it a bit so it's straightened up. Yep, there we go. Up to the last market stall. You can get that. Let's get this. Yeah, we needed the neat one, not that one. That's what I was wondering. We can do this. Love the customization. To be honest, love the customization in this game. Look, it's perfect. So we can use the grass. Let's just get this neat. Spillovers. We can even take out that market stall now. Where's the stone? Perfect. Ain't that good? Nice. Let's put in the labor there. There we go. Our demand for the clock tower is full. Now we can even build the smithy. There we go. Smithy fits right in. And we'll have our railing metal fence. Big one. Big one on the back of this place. We'll have the same thing like I said earlier. We'll have to have that here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, not you. This guy moves here. Now what's wrong? We'll have to move the stall. Move, brother. Yeah, that's it. There we go. So this is our another section of work area for this side of the town. Let's place labor in this. Perfect. Perfect. Everything is good. Let's see if this guy likes this house. There's water right there, bro. What's wrong with you? That's not cool. Not this guy doesn't have sportsman spirit. Okay, there we go. So someone's getting unhappy for more people getting in the house, in the town. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? This guy needs more people. All right, one more. Barber needs another guy. There's 2 artisan people in there. Well, they can stay around there. Work normal jobs with normal lives. Okay, everything is on the spot. Let's place a small bench there. Where's the green metal bench? My new favorite bench. We can have a similar stone bench. And let's have lamps there. There's not much space. I wanted to put sets of 3, but I guess 2 lamps are fine. And some flowers. I would like some flowers on this end. Also on this end. Maybe 2 beds here. No, you can only fit 1. Maybe 1 pot. Yeah, there we go. Replace. Small places. You can also have a partial fence here, so there's entry barrier on the side. Excuse-moi. Let's see, where's that thingy? A small one, yeah. Low fence on this side. So the marketplace is kind of divided from the road. And that should be a sufficient enough entry. There we go. Nice looking, right? We've got some things going on. As you play this game, you start getting the aesthetics built into your life. Even if you're not that aesthetic by, like, nature, this game will make you more aesthetic-y looking, whatever you can say. Accessible in Fontebrac. Alright, we've got 100 points left. Okay, what's this guy? He wants entertainment. -6. No, there's no entertainment here for you, buddy. Nor is it somewhere here. Okay, we do need more people though. Should I get this house double story too? Everything is getting double story. I'm not liking that. It, like, makes things kind of monotonous. Well, let's have the other guys move in. They don't have issues. Oh, the other guys, I said. Yo, you guys. Yeah, you guys. There you go. We've got some labor. Spare labor. What are these finances for? These are with the taxes, related to the taxes, okay. Farming overview, petrol inventory, okay. So, yep. We're all set here with the buildings that we've unlocked by far. We've got everything now. I'm just checking. Is it actually everything? Bakery, yeah, we don't need the bakery here. Winery, yeah, we don't need the winery here either. Yep, we're done with this. We're set with this. So we're gonna have a lawn here. We're gonna make that later at some point. And let's move back to the other town. 100 points. 100 points. Yeah, it's stuck there. So that pauses the game when you shift to the other towns and move back and forth. But I don't know how this is working. So it's actually just a new game where you get the farming thingy. You can have that kind of a town over here and the other kind of a town over there. So that's kind of sad. 120 for garden decorations and animal shelter 200. We're going for the animal shelter now. So we can actually get some housing on this side of the town so that we can expand the farming thing place here, but we can also have that animal shelter and all that over here. Let's build that. Let's place it right next to the water body for the people who like to live next to the water. These two guys will be sharing. One can have a balcony view to the water. So these are townhouses, so we'll have them randomly placed. I would love to have that balcony there, but he can have the back window view towards the lake. There. Let's have a dirt road over there. 2.5. Is this 2.5? Yeah, that is 2.5. Let's have an intersection or maybe a Y junction right there. Oh, that is a bit more. 3. We'll go towards that side. We can actually have it run all the way around back here, around the lake. So let's have the houses one as 1.5. No market. We have to build a market for these guys. Let's see. Cheese, fish. These guys will be fishermen. They'll have fish stalls. And that spot should stay as a garden for the food. Fruits and fish. Yeah, these guys will have fruits and fish. No poultry. No poultry for you guys. But sure, we can have it later. So there we go. A random guy here. Floral thingy. I think we'll have we can have the floral set up here. Let's plant these flowers all the way around the path. This guy is a gardener. Let's have some lamps there. Oops, I missed the spot. Move back a bit. Not you, this one. This game has a slight bit of problems, really slightly. That's fine, I love it. So his access starts from the road, and we're gonna have jack-o'-lanterns. We can have these lamps. Or maybe this lamp, big one, just on this corner. Not on both sides. Yeah, there we go. That is fine. This guy will have a lamp here for the lawn. This guy can have a window lamp and the window lamp up there. And you can have door and a lamp up there. And okay, I'll give you a lantern up here. And one on the side. There we go. But this is good. We've got some people that can live here. Greenery -6, -10. Yeah, we'll have some plants over here. You need to live there. Okay, you can live there. When the water guy comes, we'll have water guy living there with you. Medium trees, yep. Let's have some medium trees right here. This should make him happy. Get to work, guys. Get to work. Need more people on this. No. We need a new warehouse, maybe a larger one on this map now. Actually, I think it's the dirt roads. That's because of that, this is making an issue. Let's move this towards closer to these guys. Yeah, just no, there's a path that we can take up there. So let's move this to this point, I guess. Makes things ugly, but that's fine. And let's build a new warehouse next to that side of the road. Yeah, I guess this is fine. So we'll place some labor off of this. Put in some there. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So if this is done, I think this takes some load off this guy. Yeah, it does. Yep, a lot of load is off this guy. Perfect. Now we've got good stuff. This guy needs some clothing. We have to develop the whole city town here as well. It's not like interlinked with the other one. So that's understandable. Not a bad concept, but it would have been so much fun if it would have been like this would be a farm area and a totally different concept for it, and the city town area could be the one we were starting off with, and it could have interchanged the goods in between since we already have a railway station. So they should have put that railway station into some use rather than just bringing up new villagers. So that is good. Let's place some flowers over here. Maybe a couple of lamps in there. Floating lamps, yay. Pretty cool, right? Can have ducks on that side too. Oh, look at that. They look pretty cool. Let's paintbrush. I love the autumn leaves, yeah. I just love them. Let's add these autumn leaves somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. And can have some sandy beach someplace. Dry grass, that sand. Can have a sandy beach portion right here. Thinking of it. This looks fine. Good enough, right? Actually, this hole should be sandy since there's cliffs on that side. But that's fine. Looking pretty. All right. So what were we doing? Yeah, we were waiting for this, and it's here. The animal shelter is unlocked. Let's see what this has for us. There we go. So animal shelter can be placed right. You can have it here next to the station. I'm gonna keep it opposite to the station. Yeah, let's leave that space out. Let's see what options we have, what this thing offers. This is my first time placing it. Instruct the mayor's home to receive requests. Oh, you need a mayor's home in this place to receive the quests. Okay. The shelter will generate a new selection of assignable pets every day at 5. The 3 pets will all be unique and will not appear again for the next 2 rotations. That is pretty cool. Pets that are bought but not assigned will be moved to the pet inventory, which can be accessed through animal shelter or the economy menu. That is pretty cool. Research geese in the farm research menu allows geese to be adopted as at the animal shelter. Okay. So we've got some research. Tier 2, we have to get to tier 2 probably to research the geese and stuff. Alright, we'll do the leveling up of this place later. Let's see what this offers. So there's a dog, a swan. Oh, those are the names, I think. Dog, cat, cat. My bad. Okay, these add happiness, so let's get a dog. How do we buy him? Do we press this? Yeah. And let's... Where? Okay. Can we assign it to... So this one... New family, assign your first pet. Nice. So we have to build an animal shelter in the other town to get the pets in that town. Okay, that is fine. We'll get a cat. Assign the cat. Cat owner would be this guy. No, the floral guy. You can have the cat. Alright, let's see what else this thing gets. 21 hours till new arrival. So let's speed this up. So these are the minutes going on. Yeah, 20 hours. So yep, let's see what the next cycle brings us, and then we'll move on back to the other town. Not bad. Interesting. Let's see where the dog is. Where's my doggy? Where's the doggy? How can I like zoom into it? Yeah, we can click on the sign. Where's the dog? You can drop in a name for the pets if you want. I'll name it. Move camera to pet. It's inside the house. Okay. Rescued on day 13. Okay. I want to see the dog. Move that dog out. I don't know if we can assign 2 or more pets to a single household. That could be interesting if there's 2 or more pets and then it's male and female and the breeding thing happens. There's a pigeon on the roof. Look at that. Looks like a duck. Yeah, placed that there and kind of forgot about it. You have to. This should also have some pigeons coming on it. Place it there. Let's see when the dog comes out. I'm trying to figure out what I should place next to. That's a random thing I just did. Okay. Clocks! Nice. We have clocks. That's pretty cool. I did not notice that. Bell. Yeah, we need a bell there. Okay, let's just place flowers. Or maybe, yeah, flowers would do. Maybe a bit of bushes here. Okay, that's fine. And some flowers here. Alright, that's good. You can even have that fence again. That leave it open. I'll leave it open. The dog did not come out. Where's me dog? How can I get to see the dog? I want to see the pets. That's not fair. Can I peek through the windows? Alright. Not letting me move the camera, so I am pretty sure it is there. Alright, did we actually get to the next round of pets? Yeah, we did. Caesar the cat. Another dog. Another cat. So it's cats and dogs right now. Let's get the black cat and assign it to a house over here. You can actually have pets in these farmhouses, so they are more productive. Let's see if someone is actually bringing cat out. Or is the cat moving from this place? Is that woman going to take the pet? Nope. Nope, she just popped out. Alright, let's just get these, and later on we'll see maybe if we have sufficient of these pets. At least one will get out. Ouch. I bit my lip. Sorry for the mouthful, I'll be right back. Alright. Let's fast forward and wait for the pet. I'm pretty sure we'll be getting to witness the cat more easily if it lives on the balcony. Did we place the cat here somewhere? Yeah, we placed the cat with the floral house path thingy. Where's my cat? There it is. Look at that. It's laying down on the railing. Ah, that is pretty cool. Hello. They actually wave when you zoom in. That's pretty fun. Look at that. Our kitty cat is like a blob of blocks. I see its paw. Hello, kitty. Can I click? Can I make you do tricks? No. That is pretty cool. Alright, we got to see our cat at least. So what else can we place here? We need a clock. We need a clock where the station is. And we need this here. Yeah, like this. Signboard. And where's my clock at? This one or this one? Where are we gonna place it? Oh, it works both ways. Nice. Let's just have it. Where shall we have it? Nah. We could have it right here, like the clock tower and that, but no, it's not that tall. Well, let's have it here on the side. This side. I guess we'll place it inside, like this way. One on this side, and just to break the monotony, other on this side. People are busy when they come at the train station, so they should know what the time is. All right, there we go. We got our clock towers there. Where's the research heading to? We got this unlocked. Now, what do we need? 4,000 farming points to upgrade. 400 farming points to upgrade. Is there a limit to these? It's 400. So we need max farming points to get there. And I don't think there's any other requirement to it. We are 84% at happiness, 85 for the farmers. So I think this is pretty decent. You don't have to do anything else. We could actually increase the number of farms. Construct the mayor's house over here as well. A farmhouse. I'm presuming we'll have a private barn and we'll have our fields and the mayor's house in between them. We can actually just place it here and we can claim that this is all ours. But there's the hilly area. We can have the mayor's house right here. Let's build that. Let's get the mayor's house built here. Mayor's home right here. That looks like a good spot, doesn't it? I think it is. Let's build the dirt road to it. We can actually have our path here. 2-size path would be good. Maybe slightly bigger. This 3 is fine. There we go. That is cool. Let's move the trees. Let's have the big one here and the small one on this side. Yeah, good enough. You guys are too far away so you can move in. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's have a railing going towards that. We can even claim it from right here. Yeah, we can claim it from right here. There we go, and have our fence. Or maybe the stone one. There should be a stone arch too. Let's have our stone fence moving along the border here. And this should be enough. And then it starts from this side. No. Wrong side. I think we need to move the tree. Let's move it for now and then place it later. Alright, let's make it partially cover this edge till till this moves away. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see if we can move the tree back in on this side. Is there a spot or is it just blinking? It's just blinking. We're right at the end. Okay, that works too. Alright, there we go. We've got our first request for this place. Let's see what they say. Hey Mayor, don't you just love the wonderful bread smell? Yes, of course I do. I love breads, especially the crispy ones. The crispy ones from the outside and slightly crispy from the inside. I mean fresh bread, the freshest. There's nothing better, of course. If only Mom would bake us some every morning, but I guess that's never going to happen. Could you do something about this? Yeah, we already have a bakery. Move Salam's family to live close to the bakery. That's the bakery? You want a house right next to it? Alright, I'll build you a house here. The only thing is that you'll have to work for me in that mayor's house I just built there. So this is going to kind of make my wall short. If there was only a way I could just remove this small bit, that would have been easier. So we've got that connected, but this piece of wall is just blocking it. That's a long piece of wall. Do I have to actually can't I just remove one bit of it? That's not fun. They should have this thing in it that I could just remove this piece of wall over here. Yeah, it's gonna remove the whole thing. So how about we get this moved from this end? Why is that guy getting happy if I'm removing the wall? There we go. They should be happy with the wall because it's decorative. Let's see if it's not reducing the beautification thing, but it's not even having a positive effect. There we go. So let's move those guys. How do you move families? How do I move a family? Move camera. That's the option. How do you move townsfolk? I think I'll need to move the house. That's what I can figure out. Oh, move family to another house. So which one is this? It's Tandia's family. Who is Tandia? Yeah, that one. That one will move towards this house. The bakery should be right within that circle. I just shifted things. You'll have to place it right next to it then. I'll place it right next to it then. There we go. Let's move that mud road to this house there. There we go. We're done with the quest. Yes, sir. I just did it all for you. These guys are the bakers now. There's no clothes, lighting one. I like that family. There's a lot of lighting here, so you can shift here. We've got more labor. What about the pets? Cats, dogs. 205 happiness. Oh, so there's pets that have higher price with effectively more happiness to it. So I'm gonna give you a pet. Any one of them. A new request pops up. I've been experimenting to create different colored geese on my farm. You're not harming the animals, are you? Yeah. It's dye bath. Dye bath? He's giving baths to geese with grape juice. Choosing the color of my finest goose. Alright. Yellow, blue, red. Red would be pretty. Yellow, blue, red. Okay. In that case, moss green. I have my heart set on blue. How about turquoise? Alright, let's go turquoise. Oh god. So he wasn't enforcing me to choose a color. So he's just going to give it pink. On third thought, I'm going for orange. No, sticking with blue. I'm gonna go with orange. Think it is. This guy. I think I'm gonna have to waterboard him to make him understand I'm the mayor, not him. Can find a new. Alright, we'll give this pink goose to someone. Where's my pink goose? Where is it? Assign the pink goose to a family. How do I assign pets? Where's the storage? Animal storage. Show all pets, I guess? Yeah, there it is. Pink goose should go to
this house. It's next to the water, that's why. We could have given to that house as well. I have a small confession to make. I think even before I asked you to... Of course. Really? Just look at how nice it came out. Sure. We just saw one cat by far. I don't see my dogs running around playing. No. Let's try to find the dogs. Oh, there it is. Finally a dog on the roads. Nice. That is cool. That is fun. We need a flower bed. I just realized that. Yeah. At times I just... Where's the open flowers? There we go. That makes it complete. I don't know why there's a boundary coming with it. The rest of them don't have it. Flower patch. Yeah, it's the flower patch. Why is there a boundary coming with it now? I don't know. Anyways, we saw our dog. Let's find the pink goose. The new addition of our pets. Where's my pink goose? It's inside there. Get it out. Can't I pick? No, I can't pick him. Well, we'll get to see that later, I guess. Let's put single flower pot somewhere. Both sides of the door, and that's it. There you go. Couple of flowers there. It was that lady. I thought maybe the pink goose came out. It looks like a flamingo now. Let's put one more flower here. I'm gonna place some flowers randomly over here. Oh, nice. Not bad. Want to see my pink goose? Where is it? Where is it? Still these two women. Alright, hi. Alright, we're going to head back into the other town. We've got 400 points. Why head back when we can unlock new tier? New research items, cap increase to 800, roses, beeswax, cotton, wool, utility decorations, extra granary workers. Yeah, I think we'll need that. Global stockpile allows you to access your crops from any city. These guys are flawless. These guys are amazing. The developers. I was just stating this right before we unlocked tier 2. Not right before, well, I was stating this from the start when we started the farm. This game is insane. This game is insane. I can't, like, say anything else about it. This game is actually insane except for the button clicking and I tried to move stuff. But other than that, amazing work. Amazing work. This is pretty cool. So right now we're gonna gather more points. I think now we need more farm and we need to push in some more points into this area. And well, we've got a request. Let's listen to that. Let's see what surprises do we have here. Hooray, hooray, we're getting a pet cat, okay. We have to get them the bestest home possible. Okay, we need more space. Maybe a fish pond. Fish ponds. I love fish ponds. I actually have one right here at my home outside. And I used to have an aquarium, so that's actually what I like. Place a fish pond for the cat, place trees around the house for the cat, place bushes around the house for a cat. Okay. And look at my cat. It's right here. Let me show you guys. This guy has a fish pond, and there's a lot of trees outside. And it slapped me. Okay, fine. Why did you come here if she just wanted to slap me? Okay, that's fine. I still love you. That was actually funny. All right, so where's the pond? We're gonna make the pond here. I'm still laughing at that. Oh, this is a perfect spot. You can have the pond here. You can even place it right. No, I'm not gonna place it right next to the house. That will give it like the walls will get wet and it's a mess. All right, we got this. We've got to place trees. We're gonna place are these bushes? These are small. Where's the small trees? I'm gonna place small trees around it. All right, that's the trees there. And trees placed. Okay, that's pretty good enough. Bushes. Where's the floral bushes? I would like to have floral bushes, flowery bush. Well, actually, we're gonna give it a pond, natural pond look. With those there, a couple of those there, and then some flowery bushes. Not fit one there? No. Alright, then this edge. Yep, we're gonna place one here. There we go. One more flowery bush. And mine one right here. It's not getting close to it, but that's fine. Now where's the cat? Let's go play with the fishes. They already had a cat. Yeah, I forgot. That is what fun is. Settles down again. Purr. Guess he's low energy cat. Okay. He did not come outside. Let me observe the pond. There's the fish. It looks like they have cichlids. African cichlids. And I think there's one goldfish in there. Misfit. Oh, there's 3 goldfish in there. I'll classify all of them as cichlids. I love cichlids. They're meat-eating fish. They're aggressive. They're playful. They're like dogs in the fish world. Yeah, that's what I could call them. Let's see, what else do we have here? More dogs. We're gonna take a break with the pets. Not everyone should be, what do you call, blessed with these cute little things. Okay, that's kind of a bit misfit there. Yeah, there we go. So that's our house. We're gonna have there's another route up there. You can have a route that goes down here, connects to this path, and then we can just close all of it. That's a good pathway, like actually, and that's a good sitting spot. So we can close our boundaries from this cliff, like probably like this, and eventually close this off, and from here this point, and we'll have our private space here. That's a long planning. Right, do we have space? No, we don't have space for houses. So here we are. Waxes, roses, and cotton. I would love to unlock this and this first, but we can actually look forward to cotton and then wool and get something new crafted. So we'll need more farms for that. So this is one farm setup for the bakery and wine. Bakery and wine. Vineyard is right there. We can move the vineyard towards this point now. Let's move it. Oh no, our decor will be left back there. Yeah, vineyard, you could actually be here. Like this. That would reduce the labor. You can actually move the cellar with it. And build the rest of the stuff later. Cellar door. Right here. And we can actually just complete this fence over here and leave that well there just for the sake of it. Right, no more moving stuff. Where's the fence? Yeah, add, not delete. There we go. So that's our well area. You can put some dry grass there. No. Soft dirt, no. Gray grass, no. Bright grass. Yeah, bright grass looks good. Stone, no. Dark soil, no. Sand. Sand, no. Autumn leaves, obviously. But we can put dry grass. No, let's just leave it like this. This is fine. So let's have more flowers on this side. I think we can copy them as well, but let's just put the flower patch there. Looks good. Where's the single flowers? And regular bush. Big bush. Alright, big bush here. And the small one next to it? No. Alright, this is good enough. And can we have a small piece of path like this? Yeah, there we go. Looks cool, not bad. What's happening here? Yeah, since we moved that winery, I was about to say brewery, but yeah, we moved that there. So the points required have lessened because the distances have shortened. So pretty cool. We're all set. What's the cotton field thingy? Let's see if we can edit farm. Yeah, we can select the crop as cotton. What does it look like? White balls. Okay. White balls. Alright, let's save the game. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. And I'm gonna play something more active and action-based. 465 people, and that's, I think, including both the towns. Let's see. We've got crop production 557, total residents. Yep, it's for both towns. This is 392 and that is 73. Nice, nice, nice. Items researched 51 out of 121. Requests completed almost half. House classes whole housed 3x4. Ow, my knee. It's not a scratching post. Animals adopted 6. Alright. That is the detail we have right there. So, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be continuing this game later. There is so much more into it, so I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna play it more once again, maybe. And hope to see you guys soon. We also have to like build our new mayor house over here. Get this made fancy, and it has a good view. Let's see. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, it has a good view over here. Perfect, perfect. There's cliffs on the other side and lake on this side. and it was awesome playing with you guys. Thank you for joining in. We've saved it already. Let's quit without saving. And it's not gonna let me alt tab, so I'll have to completely quit and then stop the stream. All right, catch you guys soon. Bye bye.